Hello YouTube, today we talk about Girls Frontline's 2 Exilium, a new game by Sunborn, which I'm not accustomed to, but the game looks very good. So let's start from the game genre. This game is girls have guns and shoots to the monsters. It's in the same area of Snowbreak Containment Zone. I don't know if you ever played it, but it's basically a strategy-oriented game. So let's talk about the game in general. The interface of the game is the first impact. I think the interface, animations, the style, the content, how it's displayed is all very good. It's easy to visit. You can also customize your interface a lot. You can change the background already. The game just launched, so there are a lot of things you can do. It's very easy to do to accept your rewards. The icons are very detailed, very clear, and that's true both on your mobile phone and your PC. It's a very fast game to boot and execute. The character design, I will show you the characters I have, and then I will show you the ones we get through the pooling session. You can click on this and look at the character all around, and you can see the details too, and I think the details are there. It's not just an icon for the strategy game. The model is very detailed, and you can see that even in the gameplay. They differ enough from one another. As you can see, there's fan service, there's no doubt there's fan service. It has been censored a little bit, but still there. So if you're not fan of fan service, you can feel a little bit weird about it. The design of the single characters is cute. Look at that. There's a lot of detail. The shading also feels very nice. From my point of view, at the very least, my designer side is very happy. You can also use any character and any perspective to have it on the menu. Let's say I like this. I can do apply, and then I go back to the main menu. I open the interface of the menu and I look for... Oh, I'm already there. Okay, so I already have it up. Okay, so you can basically place anything on the main interface, and it's very nice customization. So the character design, you can experience it in many ways. If you go to the public area, you also have the dormitory that you can experience. They are like just chilling, and you have different poses you can choose for the characters. You can also move around the camera, around the room to see the character mostly, but you can do that as well. You can see them in their environment with what they're doing. It feels very detailed. Also the room feels, look at that, it feels very, I don't know, realistic. I like it. I like all the style, I like also the models of the objects. You can feel the game, like there's work behind your experience with the interface and the characters. Let's jump into talking about what I think about the story. So you go to campaign and you can play the story like this. You have story chapters and the battle chapters. So let's open a battle chapter just to show you. This is the grid where you see your characters. You can move them around very easy, and you can start with this. You can auto the combat. In this case, we will auto the combat. You can see the models of the characters in 3D around the environment. You have an ultimate animation. Damage numbers that feels very good. All the particle effects are also very detailed. The ultimates animations are good. There's no background, which is a shame, but they look fine. I like the movement of the characters in the environment because it feels very realistic. I wish I could always see them like that. As you can see, the gauges and the damage numbers, the effects, are all very nice. You can see there's attention to detail. Okay, and then you can speed up the process up to 3 times. Autobots are usually good enough to complete the story stages. I never leveled up a character, so they are basically using their base stats and their normal level up, which is crazy in a gacha game. As you can see, this is a boss, and I am still clearing it, taking some damage, but the cover actually reduces damage by much. Auto is good most of the times, but it can mess up on submissions. In this game, I have to finish the content before a certain number of turns. So after a while, you probably need to level up the characters. But up to this level, I completed everything. So up to, let's say, story chapter 3-8, everything is probably very fine with auto battle. So when it comes to the story, we haven't talked about the story because this chapter didn't have the story. So we have a visual novel style for it. So yeah, we have this like it looks like a live 2D model. It's not really, it's a drawing. It's dubbed. There's no English dub. It's nothing special though, because I don't know, I don't really get engaged in the story. I think it's functional, but not incredible. But you can definitely read it if you like reading the story. I like the gameplay over the story. You can skip every piece of the story, either in combat or out of combat, but you also have videos sometimes, and the videos are pretty good. I wouldn't skip the videos, and I will show you this one.
品物をお渡しいただけないとなればここで死んでもらいます
Oh no. Oh, big barrier.
思った以上にありきたりな展開だな起動基地の最後のフォースシールドを消費した感想はいかがかな
Well, the models in the story and the environment feels very good in the video. You can skip everything and see the videos, I guess.
依頼人から何か情報が引き出せるかもしれない捕まえるんだ
了解行動開始
Videos are like, I wouldn't read everything, but the videos are usually very immersive. Let's talk about the events. You have limit time events as in many gacha games. No surprise here, the interface is customized based on the event, which feels very good. You have different parts of the interface that has very nice customization and different gameplay based on the event. This is the first one. It feels normal for me because I'm used to many gacha games, but I think it's fun to have daily events. You have your usual commissions. They are extremely fast to do, so you don't really need much time. You just need to go to your dormitory, do some automatic challenges. I will show you what I mean. If you go to supply mission and you need to do the missions, you just need to click on the mission, click on auto. You need to complete it first. So let's get one I already completed. You click on auto, you choose the numbers of runs. It says auto battle in progress, but it takes 1 second and you're done. You get the experience anyways and you complete your dailies. So that's great if you are in a hurry. It's a very nice peripheral game. It's a game you can play without much attention, which is great. This comes from the events, management, commissions, and the battle pass. They are all very fast to complete. For instance, enter the Elmo room. You do proceed, you go back, you claim. That's incredibly fast. And then we get to level 11. Then you need to accumulate points of daily active engagement. Win 2 times in combat simulation, but you can also auto battle this. If you want to go here, you auto the stage you already done and you do 2. And you're done. I won't because I want to play today. And you have consume intelligent puzzles is stamina of this game, so you need to consume stamina, but it's automatic. So also the battle pass is immediate. You just can't automatically do everything if you are in a hurry, which is a good plus for the game. The gacha model is very similar to Hoyoverse games, where you have a character that's rare, like an elite character is called. It's basically a 5-star. Their weapon that is rate up, that also uses the same limited currency, so it's costly. The PD is 70 on the weapon and 80 on the characters, and it goes up before 80. I think it's at 60. It says it goes up. You have 2 banners at the same time with the weapon that is actually in the game. So if you equip the weapon, you can see it in... Can I show it? Yes, you can see the model, which is usually very refined, and you can see the weapon exist in the game. I don't know if they have effects, but I really like that they have a specific model. You can see it's not just an image. Let's look at the gacha animation. You have an helicopter coming, which is very fitting for the game. Then it lands, you slide the door. You literally slide the door for your rewards, which are weapons. You have this cute, simple animation here. Very simple, nothing, but it's the trash pool, so it's not very important. It's fast. A phrase for the new character that's coming, if it's new, I think, and then an animation. What's happening? What are you doing? Okay, and yeah, that's a 4-star, of course. It's called a standard. You get some material, as in any other gacha game, and that's it. The same applies with the weapons. But I won't pull for them because for now I need the characters very urgently. The cost of the gacha is average because you get some from the subscription, some from the battle pass, some from the events when it comes to in-game currency, and then if you want to buy the currency, you have some ways. to get it at affordable prices compared to other gacha. It's very costly because it's a gacha, but still, it's comparable to others. And if you want a new character, guaranteed you can usually make it with a little bit of both. And the PD is not incredibly high. There's still a 50-50 chance, so it's not as forgiving as Punishing Grey Raven or Ether Gazer. But it's still viable, let's say it's viable. You still get another 5-star if you lose the 50-50, of course, but we are talking about the standard ones. As you can see, one is a feature, but the other ones are the standard ones. Now, let's talk about the mini games. I can show you, to close the video, the ult of our limited character. You have your usual description with the usual interface that is very polished, honestly. And you can auto if you want to see the character doing her thing by herself. You can do that. As you can see the entire animation. They usually look very good. I also like the particle effects quite a lot. And that's it. That's it for the game. How much time does the game require to you? I think is 5 minutes per day. If you want to rush it, you just open it. You don't need to watch the stage. It gets done in a moment, and you complete dailies and battle pass objectives, and you close it and you're done for the day. The time limited events of course require more time, but in general the story also can be completed on auto if you build your team very good. It's not too hard, you just need to level up the characters and the weapons. You can skip the story, you can skip the tutorial, which is crazy. You can skip the story inside the stages, so you can skip everything that may feel you're going slow, it's boring you can skip anything. You can even skip the video, so you can skip every part that is not gameplay. And for repeatable content, you can skip even the gameplay. So the game is very light on time. It probably requires you 5 minutes when you are in a hurry, and I don't know, half an hour when you want to play some content very lightly. So feel free to ask me anything in the comments when it comes to trying out new games. This is Nero Atlas showcasing a new one. This month is the month of new games. There were so many releases, and I will talk about them in general in the future. But that's it, that's everything I had in mind to talk about. Have a nice day. This is Nero Atlas signing out.